welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it is your first time here. And today we're going to be talking about cozy games going forward. What is left? What's there to expect next year? 2023 was a great year for cozy games and just games in general. We had a lot of good ones, a lot of bad ones, but the future is bright. I would say this was one of the better years for this genre, and I think it's only going to get better. So today we are going to be talking about those games. All of these games 100% will be coming to Nintendo Switch or whatever new console Nintendo has, but mostly Nintendo Switch, I think. Some of the games at the end of this list are more of a pipe dream. I think they might need a little bit more time, but let's get started. Starting off the list, and this is actually my most anticipated game for next year, and that is Fantasy Life on the Switch. Now, this game was actually supposed to come out in 2023. The developers put out a statement basically saying the game wasn't ready yet, and I'm actually okay with that. I don't mind when developers do that, especially, we've seen some of the games that have run poorly on the Switch, so if they can better optimize it, I'm all for a delay. This game is set to release in 2024, and you'll see most of the games on this list don't have a definitive release date, but Fantasy Life is so good. If you've never played it, it is amazing. So basically, you choose whatever occupation you want. So there's like a chef occupation, there's a fisherman, there's lumberjack, there's a brand new farmer occupation, and basically you play out storylines through that job that you do. You can change your job at any time. The cool thing about this new Fantasy Life title is that they're actually introducing more island building elements. So, something similar to Animal Crossing New Horizons. There's terraforming. You can customize your island. You can place items outside. This one is a can't miss, and I think this one is going to do really, really well on the Switch. Again, getting that Animal Crossing crowd. Fantasy Life should be on your list. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I'm predicting like a spring, summer release, but I'm so excited for this one. Another game I am super excited for, and this is Moonstone Island, which is available already on PC, but it is coming to the Nintendo Switch in spring of 2024. This was actually in the recent indie spotlight that Nintendo had, and I got to admit, I thought it would be coming out sooner than this because, again, it is available pretty much everywhere else, but the Switch, we'll have to wait a little bit longer. I am willing to wait, though, because Moonstone Island is literally a combination of all of my favorite genres. So this is a cozy sort of slice of life game, but it also has Pokemon-like elements where you collect these spirits and you can actually battle with them. It does have a card battling system, which I'm not usually a fan of, but I have seen reviews, I have seen gameplay on this game, and I know I'm going to enjoy it. I really love the graphics too. They're nice, clean pixel graphics. There's a bunch of islands to explore too. I think there's like 100 islands that you can explore throughout this game that are all totally different. There's dungeons, there's farming. This game is going to take so much of my time, and it should take yours too. Moonstone Island in spring. Another game that was revealed in the Nintendo Indie presentation was Core Keeper, which comes out in summer 2024. Is this a cozy game? I'm not too sure, but it does give me the feels, especially with the pixel art graphics. Now, this game is a multiplayer focused dungeon crawler. I believe you can play it single player as well, but you can play with up to 8 players, which I was not anticipating. Usually games like this, it's like 4 max, but 8 total players. If you got that many friends or you want to join the Discord, you can definitely enjoy that. And like I said, it's a dungeon crawler, procedurally generated, so no dungeon or no dungeon run will be the same. You can also do things like tame animals and build bases. This one, I feel like could be a sneaky game, especially if you have some buddies to play with. So Core Keeper is set to release in summer of 2024, and I'm definitely going to check it out. Next up is a game that recently released to its full version, 1.0 version, and that is Coral Island, which is set to release in 2024 on Nintendo Switch. Now, if you don't know what this game is about, it's essentially Stardew Valley, like a 3D Stardew Valley, And I know what you're thinking. Everyone says this is Stardew Valley. This game is Stardew Valley. It really is, though. You play on this island. There is sort of a bunch of different storylines going on, but the main draw to this game, and the main draw that I hear people saying all the time, is the relationship stuff and the characters in this game. I'm actually not even sure how many characters are in this game, but there are plenty of romance possibilities. I know a lot of people are into the romance dating part of these life sims, and this might be the game for you. In addition to all that, there are usual things like farming and taking care of animals. You can decorate your farm, and there are a ton of items in this game. One of the things that stands out to me are the seasonal events. So there's like a spring event, there's a Halloween, there's Christmas. Like, I'm very, very excited for this. I actually own this on Steam, but have not played it yet. I think I'll wait. You know, there's a lot of games out right now. I think I'll wait for the Switch version. I don't anticipate this game running poorly at all. So yeah, Coral Island, if you love Stardew Valley, and I actually mean that this time, Coral Island should be on your list. Comes out in 2024. All right, let's talk about it. Fields of Mistria or Fields of Mistria. I'm not too sure how to say it, but okay, Sailor Moon meets Stardew Valley. I know, another Stardew Valley comparison, but I mean, look at this game. I have been super excited. I'm actually been following the development team over on Twitter, and they do update their progress quite a bit. This looks like an amazing game that I think a lot of people are going to like. Again, similar to most of these cozy games where you have your farming, your relationship stuff. The really cool thing about this game is Toby Fox is making the music. And if you're not too familiar with that, makes the music for Undertale and Deltarune, has also worked most recently on Scarlet and Violet. So, you know, the music's going to be great. The visuals are amazing. I really hope this comes out in 2024. It's slated to be around that time. There's no definitive date yet, but 2024, you'll be able to play this. Look at the character models. It's literally Sailor Moon. Look at this. I'm so excited. Fields of Mistria. Mistria? I don't know. Next up is a game that has been out for a little bit now on PC, and that is Sunhaven, which is slated to come out on the Switch in 2024. A very packed year, as you can see. Now, I gotta say, this is a fantasy take on one of these, you know, cozy life sim games. And from what I hear, people absolutely adore this game. If you yourself have played this game, let me know in the comments your thoughts and opinions on Sunhaven. I'm excited for this game. The only thing that I don't like is the character design. I like the way that the world looks. I don't know, I'm picky sometimes, but they have like overly sort of bigger character that I just think that look a little bit out of place. But from everyone that I talk to, again, they think this game is one of the best in this genre. Yeah, Sunhaven should be a big hit on the Switch, and we'll have to see. Next up is a game called PixelShire, and I have been super excited about this one. This is set to come out in 2024. I believe it was supposed to come out in 2023. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I'm not going to say it. It looks like Stardew Valley. Okay, I said it. PixelShire, I'm very, very excited about. The thing that kind of separates this game from some of the others is that you can actually play co-op with a friend, which I think is very cool. Has all the things that you would expect. Farming, the animals, the crafting. Oh, another thing about this game that some of the others don't have is terraforming. And I think terraforming and just customizing your land is just very underrated in things like this. It kind of mixes it up a little bit. This is near the top of my list. I've been very excited about this one. Patiently waiting. So PixelShire should come out in 2024, and yeah, we'll be covering it here. Another game that I really, really hope hits that 2024 mark is Moonlight Peaks. Now, this is a vampire life sim. Yeah, it has a very gothy sort of Halloween undertone, and if you know me, that's my sauce right there. So Moonlight Peaks looks very, very good. I will say, I love pixel art, right? But these graphics are really nice, and actually the first thing that kind of drew me to this game. Now, the development team over on Twitter, because people are just hounding them left and right, they said they are aiming for Switch in 2024. So we'll see how that pans out. This game is already available as a playable demo on Steam. The cool thing about this is if you want to stay up to date and see the game in length, you can actually go to their YouTube channel, as they put out very long Let's Play gameplay videos of this game, where they basically just walk around and decorate and talk about the game. They'll sometimes slip up and give you more information than what they planned, but Moonlight Peaks is one of the games that I'm very, very excited about. Again, has that vampire aesthetic. You can fly around as a bat. Like, there's pumpkins. I mean, why am I still selling you on this game? I'm very much looking forward to this, especially coming out on the Switch, which I think, you know, is a great fit. 2024, maybe, we'll see. The next few games are definitely not as far along in development. They don't even have release days or windows. But let's start off with the first one, and actually two games from the Story of Seasons team. You guys know I love Story of Seasons. And they are working on apparently two big projects. This was revealed actually in the Marvelous Direct, which happened earlier this year. The first game, which I'm actually more excited about, is a bigger scale Story of Seasons project. Now, they haven't confirmed anything, but they have said the focus is going to be more on the details, the environments, and making them vast, which to me insinuates that it's probably going to be open world. I'm just putting that out there, especially with their rival Harvest Moon putting out an open world. This game I'm super excited about. They said it's a return to form, and from the little bit of video footage that they've shown us, the graphics look good. They look on par with A Wonderful Life, probably a little bit better. So that's the first game. The second game they talked about was a multiplayer focused Story of Seasons game. Now, this has never been done in the Story of Seasons Harvest Moon franchise. I think it could work out, you know, a multiplayer focused Story of Seasons game where maybe you run like a farm or a world with, you know, a few of your friends. I need more information on this one. I'm definitely excited. The artwork that they showed, which was amazing. But yeah, two Story of Seasons games. I do think one of them will come out in 2024. I don't know about both, but they usually put out at least one game, even if it is a remake, so we might not even know about the game yet, but I definitely think you'll see something from Story of Seasons, probably the first game. Another franchise that was shown in the Marvelous Direct is the Rune Factory series. Now, if you're not familiar with this, it's basically a blend of combat RPG mixed with the life farm sim that we all love. Rune Factory's been pretty good on Switch. They've done mostly remakes. They did put out Rune Factory 5, which I wasn't too impressed on, but they have two big Rune Factory titles. The first one they are calling Project Dragon, and this looks to be another open world, you know, sort of big RPG type game. The graphics look very, very good. They show like this amazing clip of them riding on a dragon. I don't know if we'll see this one on the Switch, if I gotta be honest. And even if it does come to the Switch, I do think it might have performance issues just because it looks like a huge game. Again, they mostly showed the action RPG side of this. They didn't show any farming or relationship stuff at all. But Rune Factory traditionally has had those elements. So I am very, very excited about this one. And then the other title that they just showed a title screen for was Rune Factory 6. And yeah, no gameplay, no anything. I do remember in the presentation, they said that these two games are connected, East and West, they said. So we'll have to see about that. Rune Factory 6 is probably very far in the future. I'm talking 2026, 2025, late 2025 at the earliest. But if you are a fan of Rune Factory, two more games coming, and they are definitely coming to Nintendo. And then finally, I do not think there is any chance this game is going to come out in 2024, but Haunted Chocolatier is the recent project from Stardew Valley's creator, Concerned Ape, and this looks amazing. If you have not checked out the trailer, I'm not going to be playing the music along with this. Check out the trailer for the music alone. It is that good. If you're unfamiliar with this game, it's in early development, although they have shown off different trailers and images on their social media. And you basically run a chocolate shop. You go out and collect these ingredients. It looks to be a lot sort of pulled from Stardew Valley, the different mechanics and stuff, but a lot has been enhanced. Like when you're talking to characters, you actually have dialogue choices now. There's relationship stuff in there. The combat looks really good. Ghosts help you out running the chocolate shop. It's hard to not get excited about this one, but it is far in the future as their efforts are going into Stardew Valley and that game is still being updated. Haunted Chocolatier is going to be a huge hit, not even as an indie cozy game, but in general on the Switch. This one will likely premiere in a Nintendo Direct, if you're curious about that. But Haunted Chocolatier, we'll all keep waiting, I guess. So there you have it. I told you, plenty of games to look forward to next year. Let me know in the comments if you've played any of these, because some of these are actually available on Steam or have been out or have demos. Let me know your experience. Let me know what game you're most excited for. Still, I have to say Fantasy Life, that is towards the top. But you know, games like PixelShire and things like that, like I definitely want to try out all these games at some point. It's exciting that this genre is still, you know, going strong and there's a lot of games to look forward to. Next year is kind of a mystery in terms of like what Nintendo's doing, but we know that we'll have at least these games to look forward to. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you think about subscribing and sticking around because this is the type of content that I make. So if you enjoy it, I got plenty more. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you soon.